Good afternoon, this is Bob Iaccino coming to you from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago. Talking metals, we're going to get away from precious metals, which is the most popular subject, and go back over to base metals and talk about the copper rally. Copper up over 2.5% on the high, settling up over 2.25. We're still getting propped up. These two consecutive days of rallies that we've seen are getting propped up essentially in the same fundamental data, and that data, as always with copper, tends to be data out of China and Chinese demand. Chinese demand is expected to rise in the medium term, not necessarily in the short term, as new yuan loans, which were released 2 days ago, hit a record high in terms of the change of them, 2.9 billion yuan more in loans. Now, those loans generally go to construction, and that generally pumps up the demand for copper, although in the short term, next week is the Lunar Chinese New Year, and basically the entire manufacturing sector of China shuts down. But after that, people are positioning for what they expect to be stronger demand out of China and stronger global demand in general. We've got inflation data this week. It's been mixed so far, but there's big inflation data due out tomorrow. We've also got some GDPs from several of different large global economies, so those could also add to copper demand, but Chinese demand always the most important thing. Now, we have dollar weakness, and it looks like the dollar may be resuming its move lower. We've had 2 days in a row now of dollar weakness, and coming off of where it's come from, 6 consecutive days, or rather 5 consecutive days higher on the dollar index. The dollar's substantially weaker against the yen and is falling in the dollar index as well. Down below 90, a weaker dollar tends to be higher commodity prices, especially in the metal space, especially in the base metal space, as that weaker dollar pumps up demand for copper from some of the other economies that are not dollar denominated. So copper is dollar denominated, it becomes cheaper to these countries, and you blend that in with the new yuan loans, and you get a little bit of a bid to copper. Pretty strong day in copper overall, 2 consecutive days higher. This is Bob Iaccino talking base metals, specifically copper futures, from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago.